Nicola Haskins and Bailey Snyman of the Matchbox Theatre Collective present As Night Falls, a tribute to the life of Helen Martin. Miss Helen, as she is known, was the creator of the mysterious Owl House in Nieu Bethesda. Q spoke to Haskins, the choreographer, about the importance of telling Martin's story.
I think the reason I chose Helen Martin is that I was looking for an interesting South African artist to make a work about. And I think it's always great to tell South African stories, and especially, ones that don't have a lot of exposure. And there hasn't really been a dance production or physical theatre production around Helen Martin. So I thought that she would be a very interesting personality to look at. Also, her Owl House was such an incredible visual inspiration, and I think that's where the design came in as well. So it gave us so many avenues and options to work with in terms of the look of the show. And the main focus that we kind of looked at was her obsession with light and dark, and that's where the title As Night Falls comes from.
Instead of going for the concrete element and the glass, is to give it more of an elegant kind of feel and to really start incorporating different light sources into the production. So we use headlamps, we use little lanterns, just to really start looking at the idea, that the actual thematic concerns of the work, as opposed to trying to create some kind of realistic environment for that, and really focusing more on the mood that is generated from her Owl House, as opposed to trying to replicate it on the stage. The contrast that we've created in the characters between Helen and the other people in the town, so to say, is that they're all strange. So that they were looking at her as an outside artist and someone who was, offbeat, but the town itself is pretty offbeat as well.
That's the crucial key thing. She hadn't done anything wrong to anyone, and she wasn't just left to exist on her own. So that kind of interplay between how society saw her and her as being an artist is what makes her important to me. It's not about retelling the correct Helen Martin story. We've used that as an inspiration, and it's our interpretation of her as an individual in that society at that time, and how people saw her as being so strange. So I don't think that you have to have been to Nieu Bethesda or even really know her story to still have an incredible theatrical experience with the show.